Um,
Hi, bro.
yo, yo, yo.
Yeah, I think it will be easier if I dictate to you the grid. Are you in the grid to make it?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now. Is everyone joined up?
We're missing David. He was in P12, but we can put him
Yeah, and
after he joins. Yeah, it will show, and then you can put him. Yeah, so I'll dictate you. First is Mash, cause he was in the glitch lobby, but
yeah. So I have this. Is what I have. I have Mash, then ART, then Archives, then me. So that's top four. Then I have Tails. I have TF1. I have Joseph Vesley. Then I have Nick FIFA because Nick FIFA had a
yeah,
lap
it's
on that
good.
picture.
Yeah, it's good.
Then I have Legendary Goat, Zao Sports, Bio, Wesley, and then I'm waiting for the David Santos.
Okay.
I need, and someone left. It's now we're down to
Yeah, it
16.
was Kill UNL. He's not gonna race. He was in P15.
Okay, Biolo's last. Day Malaysia's second last, and then KDNL left. So then that means Jake's there, and then Black Ball is 13th, and I'm just waiting for Santos to join up.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect for now. I think Santos unable to join, unfortunately. Might have to start
Is he
without
not
him.
joining?
I think he... Oh, who left now?
Another person left.
Do you see who it was? Let me... No. Oh, it's Biolo. Okay, I'll invite him.
I don't know if Santos is joining up or
No, I think he has connection issues. We'll have to
has he
start
said anything?
without him.
Because yeah, I want to get this started right away. I mean, these guys are gonna be like wanting to get it done.
Alright. Pick your car, by the way. I think you're the only one who hasn't picked.
Yeah, I just want to make sure this grid's perfect, and then I'll get the car. I need Buell to join up.
Where is Bialo?
Is he online?
He should be. I'm not. Well, he never shows up. Like,
Come on, man.
did he come back? I think he didn't.
No, I haven't got him. I don't know if he just left or what. Like, I don't know. If he doesn't say anything, I feel like we just gotta start.
Yeah, I'll tell him. Then you
like,
have till 20 to join. If not, we have to start.
okay, so is this grid fully good? I can just.
16 drivers is decent, I think. So. What? Yeah. Did you save it? Like, it appears the option to save. Wait, did the grid disappear or?
No, it's on my screen. I'm on the grid editor, but it's just saying like randomize grid, move player down, move player up, view profile, and then back.
Oh, so it didn't save what you did, or did it?
I don't know. I mean, it might have. I'm not too sure. It's not giving me that option.
Can you send me the picture of it?
Yeah, I can try.
If not, we can do it quickly again. If it didn't save.
That's it. I mean, I'm gonna back out. I'm gonna see what happens. Oh, confirm changes. Okay, yeah.
So it's good now.
It should be good for sure.
Okay. Then with 20 we start if Vialo isn't here. Now can you check the grid and see if everything is like you put it?
Yeah, I can check it
Oh,
again.
okay, let me see. Yeah, it's good, it's good. Like what you sent. Yeah, it's good.
Do you want me to check it or no?
No, it's fine. If it's saved, if it you have to confirm change.
I mean, yeah, I saved it, so there's not like it should be fucked up.
Okay, so do you think you could host for next rounds? I think Thales internet is not really good.
Yeah, I probably can, yeah.
Alright, thanks bro, I would appreciate a lot. We're looking for a good host.
No worries.
Okay, so 1 minute and we start.
Yeah.
So I guess you should leave party after that so you can focus on the race.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave the party right now.
Alright. So welcome back after some time for the race. So we had some connection issues, but we've managed to take care of it and we are ready to start the Chinese Grand Prix finally with the grid that I'm gonna check quickly. So first of all, well, we'll check it in the formation lab. So coming into the formation lab now, we have Mash on his first pole position in IOR. We have Teos in second place, Archives in third, Cucumber in fourth, Talos in P5, Arietta on P6, Joseph Vesely on P7, Nick FIFA on P8, Legendary Golden P9, 10th South, 11th Bio, 12th Wesley Santana, 13th Black Ballad, 14th Sir Jake, and 15th Day Malaysia. Unfortunately, 3 drivers had to back off due to taking too long to start, and well, one of them due to connection issues. And well, we will see the tires. So Mash is on mediums, Tails, Archives, Cucumber, and Talus are on hards. Arietta on mediums, Joseph on hards, Nick FIFA on mediums, Legendary Goat on hards, Tisao, Bio, Wesley on mediums, Black Ball on hards, Jake on mediums, and Day Malaysia on mediums finally. So it should be a really interesting start of the race. We will get started soon with the race. So we're getting ready to start now the race. Mash on pole, Tails in second place. We have 3 totally different drivers in the top 3 places that we had before in IOR. That shows how mixed the grid is on this season. So we're getting ready to start the Chinese Grand Prix. 28 laps of this race in a track that we don't race a long time ago. And Mash now starting on pole position. He should be getting the better run into the exit of the starting grid. Wesley Santana has left the session. He's had a little connection issues. Should be able to rejoin the lobby after the race has started. Light's gonna come at any moment now. And it's lights out and away we go. I think Mash did get a really good start actually. Theos got a really good one as well, but the tire advantage Mash has will definitely help him to turn 1. They're leaving enough room to each other, but actually Mash gets to the place there. Oh, and Slippery Cucumber's fallen down to last. Slippery Cucumber's fallen down to last place. What happened there? Mash and Tails battling for P1 of the race, but Mash managed to hold the place. Tails will be trying to attack there. Something terrible's happened to Slippery Cucumber's down into last now. Here comes Tails. He's gonna try and send it down the inside in here. No, he almost goes into the back of Mash. Archive defending from Arietta. Arietta's also got a really good start as well, due to being on the medium, same as Nick FIFA. Talus is being overtaken now by Bio, here in 7th place of the race, actually trying to defend that place from Biohazard. Joseph Wesley on the hard tires. I think won't be able to attack Bio yet, for example, but we'll try and sit there. Theos and Mash, actually Mash starting to pull away, and Slippery Cucumber's had a bad time definitely there at the back. Battling against Legendary Goat in last place. P14 for Slippery Cucumber already might be one of the fight back Slippery Cucumber has used us to give us. Mash leads the race, followed by Tails, followed by Archive, followed by Reta, followed Nick FIFA, followed by Talus. Actually, Joseph Wesley has been able to overtake Bio. Joseph on the harder compound of tire has been able to overtake Bio there for P7 of the race. Mash leads now, followed by Tails. Mash starting to pull away in the distance. The gap is a bit glitched now, but it should be fine after Mash crosses the line. So lap 1 of the race, Mash I think should have already built a 1 second gap in the lead of the race. Mash comes into a line and definitely gonna set the fastest lap of the race. Now comes Sales, is 1.2 behind, of course on the lower compound of tire, but still here comes Arietta by the outside of Archives. He's trying to make the move all the way by the outside, and Slippery Cucumber is off. Slippery Cucumber is off and once again back into the race, but Cucumber never quits, so he will keep going on. He will keep going on this race. There goes Archives down the inside and takes P4 of the race. Archives takes P4 of the race. No, actually, Arietta takes P3 of the race against Archives. The timer's still a bit glitched, but in the driving it seems everything to be fine. Talus at the back of Nick FIFA. Then comes Joseph Vesely, then comes Bio, then comes Isao, then comes Day Malaysia. Really couldn't driving by these guys at the moment, just not sure what happened to Slippery Cucumber, who's had a horrible start of this race, and well, at the moment I'm not sure he will be able to win it. It says he's struggled here before, so he hasn't had much practice on this track, so we'll have to see how this race ends up being. Mash leads, he should be opening more the gap against Teos, who might be attacked by Arieta soon. Actually, Arieta is doing a really good job on those medium tires, taking all the advantage of them. Nick FIFA could also be attacking Arcads at any moment, and Thales is also sitting there. He's not doing a bad race at all. Joseph Vesely on P7 showing better pace than Bio. That can be shown by him being faster on the harder component of tire. Then Tisao driving cleanly behind Bio as well. Not many attacks. Oh, but actually Bio has missed his braking point. That might allow Tisao to have a look at the back of the Aston driver. Mash now leads 2 seconds ahead of Teos. Arieta is 7 tenths behind Teos now. They're going to be on the DRS range. We're having a little battle here. Nick FIFA takes the place. Oh, Legendary Goat is out. Legendary Goat is out of the race. Hopefully won't be a safety car. It's actually a BSC. It's a BSC. Not a full course safety car. Not sure if that was an incident or if he spun on his own. But that's going to be the first DNF of the race. He's putting in the wall, I think. And I'm sure, as I said, China is a really easy track to slide off. But I'm not sure if that was up to a personal mistake or if it was actually an incident with another driver. So drivers are gonna need to get a perfect restart out of this. Mash keeps leading the pack. And DRS is enabled. Mash leads 2.4 seconds ahead of Teos. Then comes Arieta in third place, who might be thinking about an attack actually here. It's actually looking really good. It could well happen. He has half of his CRS. It's 5 tenths behind. Actually might not be able to make it yet, but you see on board with him is trying to get a bit closer. Not enough close yet to send the move. And yeah, he's gonna have to just back off there. Coming back to the race, we have a yellow flag. I think that is Sergey. Sergey went off there in. Oh yeah, he's off. Sergey is off, and well, coming back into the racetrack, I think he's lost a lot of time there. Mash leads 2.6 ahead of Teos, then comes Arieta at the back of him, who still is not attacking, and Teos has way more ERS than Arieta, so I think it's gonna be an interesting battle for the win between Teos and Mash, cause yeah, Mash might have the gap, but Teos will get the better tires at some point, so I think it might be a win for the Haas driver. Today here Arieta is sticking at the back of the DRS, actually helping him a lot. Joseph Vesely meanwhile unable to battle against Thales and sticking to the leading pack. Thales at the back of Archives, and well, with little amount of PRS, same as the other Brazilian driver Archives in P5. Nick FIFA and Arieta doing a really good job, but have to remember that they are on the medium, so they are going to start losing grip really soon. In a couple of laps, you can see Arieta went a bit wide there. I think it's not going to cost him much. Nick FIFA is actually looking here for an overtake, but he's actually way too far behind to think about the move into turn 1. Yeah, he's way too far off it. If somehow Slippery Cucumber is managed to win this race, it's gonna be crazy, but at the moment it's looking really tricky. Currently on P13 of the race. He's closing into the pack, and well, he at least has to go for damage limitation, try to save as much points as possible today. Mash leads 3 seconds ahead of Tails, then comes Arietta, then comes Nick FIFA, then comes Archives and Talus, who has just lost the DRS against the pack ahead of him. Has a little slide there into the exit of the corner. He also has mentioned to have struggled a lot around China, but well, he's doing a really good job taking a solid P6 at the moment, which will be really good points for the championship. He's gonna be wide there. He's gonna be wide, and that's gonna cost him some time. Wesley Santana fighting against Dame Malaysia. I think Dame Malaysia making the move in here. Actually might have a fight back on his driver from the same country. Not sure what the exact word for that is in English, but both Brazilian drivers battling here for P10 of the race. Here comes Dame Malaysia on this victory, and will be getting the move done ahead of Wesley. Takes P10 of the race. Black Bala is going to try and get the move done. Both Alpha Tauris making it the move 2-on-1 on the Aston Martin, but I think actually there, Dame Malaysia Wesley is going to be defending his position there. And Slippery Cucumber is definitely going to be looking to making up some places in here as well. Black Bala trying to get the move done on Wesley. Wesley not showing a really good pace, and Black Bala has got a penalty now. Slippery Cucumber still saving there. He's going to be waiting for the move. I think Black Bala won't put much resistance on Cucumber. They all know that possibly Cucumber is going to overtake you at some point anyway, so I think Black Bala will be looking more into his own race than trying to defend against Slippery Cucumber, which I think definitely will be getting the move done up really soon. Smash keeps leading the race though, still 3 seconds. Then we have a 4-car train and then Talus on his own. Sergey's got a penalty for spitting in the pit lane. I think he might be about to retire from the race. Actually not. Oh no, yeah, he has. He has retired from the race. Mash currently leading the pack. 3.6 seconds ahead of Theus. Mash leads, followed by Tails, followed by Areta, followed by Nick FIFA, followed by Archives. Then comes Joseph. Oh, Talus actually. Talus has dropped down to P9. Yeah, Talus definitely has had to have a mistake there. He dropped that much of places on this race. So, well, things start to get a bit complicated for the Red Bull driver. But he definitely should have the pace to fight it back, at least to where he was. Oh, and that's an Aston going wide, that's Bio going wide. And also Slippery Cucumber making his way through the field. Already got past Black Bala. Then next step we'll be looking for the move on Wesley. He should be getting better tires as well. We have a yellow flag in sector 1. That is, I think, Sergey's AI, who should be disappearing up really soon now. Mash should encounter that AI car really soon. And well, Slippery Cucumber already made it past Wesley Santana. Following now Talus at the back of Tisao. Oh, he has a bad slide there out of the corner. You can see China's truck where you are going to lose a lot of grip. So yeah, that's completely normal mistake anyone can make around this truck. Mash is doing a really solid race in here. And well, that's the ghost car of Jake, who for some reason is still around there. What is he doing? Why is the AI car still there? And Joseph's about to encounter him, and yeah, I think I'm not sure what's the thing there. Should be disappearing soon. Dame Malaysia on P10 of the race. Next is gonna be the next victim for Slippery Cucumber, who comes on a charge here now. Slippery Cucumber met the AI car. The AI car should be now, hopefully will not cause any more trouble. And Tisao battling against Bio. Tisao gets the move done, and that might allow Talus as well to get the move done in here by the outside, and gets that move done up into P8 for Talus in the Red Bull. And I think he's gonna try and get the move done on Tisao as well in the main straight. He's gonna try and go. He's gonna go down the inside, and he's gonna get the move done. Oh, and that's a spinner. That's a spinner. I think that's Dame Malaysia. That's Dame Malaysia who went up there. And Talus has got 2-on-1 there, has got Tisao, and has got Bio. Bio is trying to fight it back. There by the inside of the corner. Tisao by the outside by Bio. Bio manages to get the move done and recovers his place. Actually, Tisao might have a fight back there into the next corner, following on board with Tisao. Really good and clean battle in here. Tisao will try and send a dive here down the inside. Bio is gonna leave the space for him. Both drivers giving enough space to each other. Great racing by these two here. Into sector 2. There goes Bio, gets the move done, retakes the place, and this also is helping Thales pull away, and also is helping Slippery Cucumber catch with these two, because they are losing time while they fight each other. Thales is once again back into the back of Joseph Vesely, and I can think about aiming the move here. And I'm still waiting for that ghost to disappear. The ghost is still there on track, and I don't know when is it gonna go out. It's still there in sector 1. Well, I don't know what's that ghost doing there. Meanwhile, Arieta and Nick Pipa still sticking to the back of Theos. Meanwhile, Archives has lost the DRS to these two. It's actually a mega job by Arieta and Nick Pipa, I gotta say. They could well be aiming for a podium position today. Mash leads comfortably the race, 4.2, but it's not gonna be that much comfortable really soon, because we're definitely gonna have Theos coming like an absolute bullet when he goes for the mediums. So it's gonna be an open battle for the win between these two. And well, who knows if someone else can get in the mix. But at least Mash and Theos doing a really good show today at the front. As it is now, I think Cucumber will still be leading the championship, possibly. Oh, and Thales is off, I think. Yeah, Thales is off, and whoa, he's gone into a wall there. What happened there with Thales? And he's retired. Well, if he retired on track, that's not good. That might bring out a safety car, and he shouldn't be retiring on track, and he knows that. So if he did, it's not good. But thankfully, it hasn't brought out a safety car. And well, that's Thales out of the race. I think he just felt mad there. And well, we're gonna have to focus on Mash and Theos now, who the gap is still 4.3 seconds. Nick Pipa thinking about a move there on Arieta, but not enough close to do so. Slippery Cucumber closing the gap to Tisao and Joseph. Actually, Bio's been able to overtake Joseph here. Bio's taken P6 of the race. Not sure if Joseph made a mistake in here or what happened there. Following Joseph Vesely at the back of Bio on the harder component of tire. He will recover the advantage later though, but now he is going to be losing time. But it's not really something he has to fight against in front, cause, well, Archives is 8 seconds ahead, so I think if Joseph finishes this race on P6, it will be a good scoring for him today. Mash 4.5 ahead of Theos, then comes Arieta, then comes Nick Pipa, then comes Archives, who is not that far behind from the leading pack actually. Theos is still with a good ERS amount, and Mash has almost full ERS. He's actually doing a perfect race at the moment. But yeah, that perfection might come to an end when the hards start working better than the mediums, and well, when he will have to stop and Theos will have the faster component to the final laps of the race. Following Slippery Cucumber now, closing the gap to Tisao and to Joseph, will be aiming for a P6 finish. Well, if he can get ahead of Bio as well. If there's not a safety car, I think there's not much Slippery Cucumber can do today. Mash coming into the exit of the final corner. And Joseph Vesely getting past Bio there into the final DRS straight. Tisao on P8 of the race. Slippery Cucumber on 1.2 seconds behind Tisao. Mash 4.3, the gap keeps being the same between the top two. Arieta on P3, Nick Pipa on P4, Archives on P5, and well, finally, Slippery Cucumber at the back of Tisao will be aiming for getting that move done. He's aiming for that P8 of the race. But he will have a big DRS train ahead of him and might complicate things. And look at that, Nick FIFA is really close to losing DRS against Arrieta, and I think he will recover, should recover it here in this straight. If not, he might be a bit in trouble. He will be starting to get catched by Archives. Arrieta it's actually deploying all of his DRS. He's thinking about the move on Teos. Meanwhile, Nick FIFA makes a little slider. That's definitely going to cost him some enough attempts to get in the DRS range. But actually, I think Arrieta has also made a mistake there out of that final corner that might allow Nick FIFA to get back into the DRS. Archives on P5, 1.6 behind Nick FIFA. Well, this race is getting more and more interesting. Bio still battling against Joseph for P6 of the race. Tisao on P8 is defending against Slippery Cooper, who has full battle at all. The Malaysia is in the pit lane for the hard tires. That might be a bit of an undercut, but I think he's not really fighting against anyone at this point. Arrieta has lost DRS with Teos. Nick FIFA has lost DRS with Arrieta. Now they are all driving on their own. Archives will start getting close. I think the podium might be Mash, Teos, and Archives in any order, because I think the Archives will come strong on the mediums later on this race. And here comes Slippery Cucumber at the back of Tisao. Will be getting the move done, definitely will be getting the move done into this raid. He's side by side, Tisao is deploying all of his DRS. Cucumber actually might not get the move done in here. Tisao deployed it absolutely everything and will be defending from Slippery Cucumber. Now Tisao goes down the inside and is gonna dive it there against Bio. Cucumber might get 2-on-1 in here. Actually, oh, Theos has made a mistake there. Theos has made a mistake and is off into P5 of the race. Tails off into P5 of the race. Bio is into the pit lane. He's gonna go for the hard tires. Well, that actually might cost our Tails the win of the race today. I'm not sure if he made a mistake or he possibly made a mistake. I think Arrieta was too far to have had an incident with him. So I guess it was possibly a mistake by himself. And look at this. Slippery Cucumber already up into P7 of the race. We'll be looking to get the move done on Joseph very soon. And well, could will be aiming for this win of the race. No, sorry, not for the win of the race, but could be aiming for, who knows, maybe a podium. It's Slippery Cucumber, we know he does crazy stuff. So Mash now with a much more comfortable lead of the race is dominating. Might be a Grand Slam on his second race in IOR. First race he couldn't do better because of connection issues, but today he's doing a absolutely perfect race. He led from start and might be leading from start to finish. Actually, that might be a bit tricky because he still has to stop and will have to stop earlier definitely than the medium runner, than the hard runner. So at least I think he will drop that lead of the race for at least a lap. So I think might not end up being a Grand Slam for Mash, but I think he will carry on for some more laps. He's been able to save his stars in all this time. Slippery Cucumber getting ahead of Joseph. Joseph not really trying to fight it hard. Arrieta's into the pit lane. Nikifa still staying out. Archive definitely has to stay out on the hards. And Tails, well, Tails needs to fight it back, needs to go for damage limitation. I think he still can aim for a podium today, but it's gonna be a bit more complicated. Slippery Cucumber now sets the fastest lap of the race on those hard tires. Slippery Cucumber is aiming today for, well, who knows what. I don't think a win, but he's definitely aiming there for something. He is 6.5 seconds behind Teos. Teos is 4 seconds behind Archives, and I think that gap is not coming down. I think Slippery Cucumber did much of what he could do. We come now into half of the race. Mash leads the pack, followed by Nick FIFA 6 seconds behind. Then comes Archives, who I think is slowly starting to close the gap against Nick FIFA there. 1.6 is the gap now. Arrieta's come out in P7 of the race. Black Bala hasn't stopped yet, and Arrieta has come ahead of him in the exit opportunity. Day Malaysia is out of the race, and please don't bring out a safety. It is a safety car. He shouldn't retire on track. Why is he retiring on track? Well, and that's gonna mix things up, definitely. That's definitely gonna mix things up. I think he did retire in where he shouldn't be retiring. And well, that's gonna bring an unfortunate safety car. I mean, if it happens naturally, I understand it, but not because people are retiring in the pit lane. And well, that's definitely gonna help Mash and Nick FIFA, I think, or maybe not. I think the guys on the hards will definitely be able to make the rest of the race on medium, so it actually might complicate them. I'm not 100% sure. It might be a bit of a mixed situation. I think actually this has complicated Mash and Nick FIFA. Actually, Archives is in the pit lane. I'm sorry, he didn't stay out. Archives is on for medium tires. I think he might be aiming for the win today. And Theos, this brings Theos back into competition. Slippery Cucumber is also back with this on the medium set of tires. He's gonna be right at the back of Theos, and Joseph Vesely can be in the mix as well. Here comes Black Bala, and is gonna go for the medium set of tires. Biohazard is staying out. He was on hards, already made his stop. But actually, yeah, Arrieta's in the pit lane again. He's going for fresh medium tires. I was gonna drop a lot of places. You can see Nick FIFA in second, and well, Arrieta in 8th, but on the fresher tires, he should be able to do a good job in the remaining laps of this race. And the mediums will definitely be saved on the safety car period, so there will be less degradation. Oh, and Mash is in the pit lane. Mash is in the pit lane. Why is Mash coming in the pit lane? Did he feel that he was gonna lose anyway? I don't think he had damage, did he? He's gonna come down in almost last place. Well, he wants the mediums, I guess. No, he did have wing damage. He did have a wing damage, but how? Did he run into the back of the safety car? Well, he's down into last place. The man that was leading comfortably this race has lost absolutely everything now. And well, Nick FIFA is leading, but it's not mean he is gonna win the race. He is on hards, he is on tire disadvantage right now. But I think he's really good defending, so if he can hold the drivers behind for a couple of laps, then I think he definitely can be aiming for something here. At least a podium. At least a podium. And I think safety car will be going out on this lap. It should be going out on this lap. So Nick FIFA is gonna restart the race. Archives will come in second, Fails in third, Cucumber on P4, Joseph on P5, Bio on P6 of the race, Arietta on P7, all of them on fresher tires. On fresh tires, the one that has the most decorated is Bio with 3 lap old tires. So it's gonna be like it's gonna be a sprint. It's gonna be a sprint to a line. 12 laps of sprint in China. Tsao on P9, Wesley on P10, and Mash, who will be looking to fight his way through the field, on P11 after, well, who knows how he broke his wing. Nick FIFA comes to restart the race. He makes a little mistake, I think, into the exit of the corner, but he gets a good run and now is leading this Chinese Grand Prix. But can he hold into the win of the race today? Nick FIFA leads, followed by Archive, followed by Teos, followed by Slippery Cucumber, followed by Joseph Vesely. Then comes Bio, then comes Arietta, then comes Black Butler, then Tisao, then Wesley, then Mash. We'll be looking to make up those places as soon as possible. Slippery Cucumber there, I think, having a little slide out of the exit of the corner. Here comes Archives. Will we get it, trying to get that move done on Nick FIFA, but Nick FIFA, well, way too far behind to send the dive there. Archives definitely gonna come faster than the Ferrari driver, but, well, DRS not enabled yet. Nick FIFA will be able to defend, I think, for at least the first 2 laps after the safety car is out. We have to check this battle for the lead of the race. And we also have to check on Mash. How many places can he fight back? Arietta getting the move done on Bio here. Arietta's got the move done up into 6th of the race. Really clean driving by all these guys. Here comes Archives at the back of Nick FIFA. Nick FIFA, I think, goes a bit wide. I think he's going to be blasting that ERS, or maybe not, to defend into the next straight. Nick FIFA. Oh, Archives is off! Archives makes a mistake there and is off. And Slippery Cucumber is up into 2nd of the race. Slippery Cucumber up into 2nd of the race. Archives, I think, made a mistake on his own. I don't think he was tapped by anyone. And he is now down into, and it's out of the race. He's out of the race and shouldn't be retiring on track once again. Please, no safety car. It won't come out. No, it won't come out. It won't come out. Joseph battling against Theos here in the final, almost in the final corner, but Theos will be able to hold him to a place. Ferrari doing a mega race at the moment, with Nick FIFA leading, with Slippery Cucumber in 2nd place, with Theos in 3rd. Actually, Nick FIFA starting to pull the gap. Nick FIFA is looking for his first win in IOR ever. This might be his moment, this might be his time. The man has been looking for a win for so long time. I think the only of the old school guys that still hasn't won a race is aiming now for the first one. Theos in 3rd, Joseph in P4 of the race. Joseph tried to get that move done on Slippery Cucumber, on Theos, but was unable to do so. Now we'll try and hold into the DRS range. Slippery Cucumber closing quickly the gap against Nick FIFA. Nick FIFA also not deploying ERS, same as Slippery Cucumber. Of course, Slippery Cucumber has the car advantage, but it will all depend in how well can Nick FIFA defend that lead of the race for the next 10 laps. I see the Cucumber getting really close there, really close there to battling for the lead of this race. Cucumber might be taking the 2nd win of the season after all, and well, he did a mega job, and if he wins, well, that's the GOAT. That's the absolute GOAT. He can drop to last in lap 1 and then be once again back there battling for the win. Nick FIFA leads 3 tenths ahead of Slippery Cucumber. Nick FIFA aiming for the win. Tisao is off. Tisao is off the road. Black Bala is up into P8 of the race. Tisao is coming back. He's still able to keep going on this race. And Mash breaks really late there. He's going to be looking now to overtake Biohazard. He's going to try and get the move by the outside, but it's really risky to try and make it here. Following Mash, Slippery Cucumber now fastest lap of the race. Tails now fastest lap of the race. Following now, Mash should be getting this done here in the main straight. No opposition by Bio, and is already up into P6 of the race. But he is 3 seconds behind Arietta in P5. Now it's time for Nick FIFA to defend as an absolute lion. Nick FIFA will have to defend for that lead of the race. It's going to be really tricky. He has the absolute goal, the 3-time IOR champion behind him. And he's going for the move around the outside. I think this might be the end of Nick FIFA's dream of winning a race. It well might be. Slippery Cucumber now leads the Chinese Grand Prix. Takes the move, makes the move by the outside. And now Slippery Cucumber is leading the race. He's your new race leader. But now the question is, can Nick FIFA stick into the DRS? He definitely can try. definitely can try, but actually Tails is looking good to get the move done on Nick FIFA in here. Yeah, he's definitely looking good to make the move once again, but though Nick FIFA stars will be working much better later, might be working much better later on this race. Is Nick FIFA gonna defend against Tails in here, or is he just gonna let him by? I think Tails is gonna get the move done anyway. Actually, Nick FIFA is going down the inside to defend his place. He is gonna try and defend. Tails has to go all the way by the outside. Nick FIFA is gonna try and hold into his place. Yes, he will. Tails has to back up there. Tails has to back up there, trying to switch back by the outside, but I think Nick FIFA has the corner to his favor. Tails will have to back out of this, and yeah, goes wide. Yeah, he goes wide, but he can try and get the move done in here into the main straight. This is helping. All of this is helping Slippery Cucumber holding to the lead of the race. Tails thinks about a dive there down the inside, but it's too risky to go for it. It's too risky. Nick FIFA is covering absolutely every spot. He knows he's in his chance. He knows he has a chance today to win this race if his tires start working better than Slippery's tires. If he has to deploy it all there, but he's trying to close once again that gap to Slippery Cucumber. It's 8-10. He did a great defense against Tails on the last lap. Can he do it again? Will he need to do it again? Will he actually manage to build the gap against Tails and close it into Slippery Cucumber? It's Slippery Cucumber once again. The fastest vegetable in the world never disappears. He might have a tricky moment at the start, but at the end, well, you can see ends up there battling for the win of the race. As he has used, I think the podium is not going to change definitely. I think this will be the podium for today's race. Following this slipstream of Slippery Cucumber, Nick FIFA is deploying. I think Nick FIFA fell a bit of sleep there. Tails is going to be on an attack now. Tails is coming down the inside. Yeah, I think Nick FIFA was caught sleeping there, banging a bit of wheels, but I think that's going to be Tails getting the move done. Tails gets the move done, but well, not too sure how bad this is for Nick FIFA now. Can have Tails and Cucumber battling on same condition of tires. This is also bringing teammate Joseph Vesely into contention here. Could well be a four-way battle in here, but here comes Arieta. Here comes Arieta. Is gonna go down the inside. He's gonna try and get the move done. He makes contact with Joseph, but a clean move after all. Arieta takes P4 of the race. A mega recovery drive there by the Red Bull driver. It actually was a mega recovery drive. He went down and he's now back into the back of Nick FIFA with those fresher tires. Mash is looking to do the same now. We have a big hard training here for the lead of the race. Cucumber looking really solid to win this one, but we don't have to discard Mash as well. He is fighting his way through the field and is going to be at the back of this, guys. Will be aiming to try and retake at least a podium today. Slippery Cucumber leads, followed by Tails, followed by Nick FIFA, followed by TF Arieta. Then we have Joseph Vesely on P5 of the race. Nick FIFA really close, already lost the DRS against Tails. That's gonna complicate him against Arieta really soon, but he actually might be able to get it back. He might not be able to get it back. I think no, he won't be getting it back. It's gonna be now Arieta who will be at the back of Nick FIFA, and I think this will be like it was in the first laps of the race. It's gonna be Arieta chasing the back of the Ferrari, or I think it was the opposite in the first laps of the race. Yeah, I think it was the opposite. So it's battle for the podium between these two. Actually, Mash is also involved in this battle. Mash will be definitely aiming to retake a podium today. Joseph Vesely is doing his best to stick into the back of Arieta, and he actually managed to do so. Slippery Cucumber now sets the fastest lap of the race, and he has almost fully DRS. I think that Tails doesn't, and Nick FIFA doesn't as well. So yeah, it's looking really good once again for Slippery Cucumber to win the race. Slippery Cucumber always finds something out to win, doesn't he? And it's gonna be the second win of the season, a mega race. And well, I know he was lucky with the safety car, but well, you also have to be in the right place to have that luck work for you, haven't you, to do so? And that's exactly what Cucumber did. He had two spinners on the first laps, and he never gave up. He kept driving, focused on the race, charged it back. He was far behind, but then the safety car came out. There were incidents ahead, and finally he is back into that lead of the race. The lead that he had in Bahrain, the lead that he has here once again, but still, this race is far from over. Things might happen still, and yeah, Tails is getting close to the back of the Ferrari, of the Alpha, sorry. And well, if he got the DRS, then the battle might resume between these two for the win of the race. Arrieta looking good there to make the move on Nick FIFA, but definitely Arrieta I think doesn't have the pace of the top two, so might be harder for Arrieta to get ahead of Nick FIFA in here, but I think no, Nick FIFA doesn't have really the chance to defend against this one. He's just gonna have to let him go. No place to dive him in here, and that's Nick FIFA making it up into fourth, Arrieta making it up into third. And yeah, looking for a podium there in his comeback to IOR. Joseph, but anyway, it's gonna be a mega scoring for Ferrari today. They're gonna be scoring 32 points if I'm not wrong, and yeah, that's gonna be the biggest score. They're gonna be the winning constructor in this race if the race ends like it is now. Well, Joseph has to keep Mash behind him for the rest of this race, and I think it's not gonna be that hard as both have their light flashing, and also with the DRS terrain it's much harder to overtake. Nick FIFA looking there to fight it back on Arrieta. He might be looking for that move into the next DRS raid. Actually, if Nick FIFA's tires start working better, he could be aiming for the top two, but I think that's going to be more difficult. Definitely. But Nick FIFA's still in the battle for the podium at least. Humer just sitting there, saving his ERS. Not much to do for Slippery Humer right now. He's just keeping the gap consistent there, possibly saving for try a fast lap later. He's extending his points in the championship. Might be 32 after this race. Would actually might be taking all the points available after this race ends. Nick FIFA at the back of Arrieta has lost some field there in the final part, and well, will now be aiming to get that move done against Arrieta in the remaining 5 laps of this race. But I have to say it's been a really good race. It's been really fun. It's clean racing on track through all the field. Drivers keeping it consistent there at all time. It's been good, apart from the 5 DNFs and of course the connection issues at the start. It's been a really good race. Match at the back of Joseph Vesely, aiming for taking at least maybe a podium, but it's looking really tricky now. And also because Nick FIFA's tires, I think are going to be the best tires at some point. He's looking at saving ERS. He's using all this time to save ERS, and he's going to be thinking about a later attack against Arrieta to at least take that third of the race. And Nick FIFA's always been a really solid driver. And yeah, he always finds a way to get those points on the back. Oh, Joseph is actually losing some time to him. This might be costing him actually the DRS, and might be costing him the place against Smash as well. Nick FIFA is thinking about his race. He's not thinking about the team game here, I think. Yeah, that's what he should do in the position he is, but actually well, because Nick FIFA has definitely the chance to attack Arrieta once again, but Joseph still managed to get the DRS, so well, still good teamwork by these two. They haven't made a team mistake at the moment. They are defending each other really well. Four laps to go on this race. Liberty Cucumber leads comfortably 1.2 ahead of Tails. It's just 1.3, but the ERS, well, Cucumber has almost full ERS, Tails has non-ERS. I don't think there's something changing in here apart from the possible overtake Nick FIFA is gonna try and make on Arrieta in the remaining of this race. And here comes Nick FIFA at the back of Arrieta, 6 tenths behind with better ERS conditions. Still almost 40% DRS. I think he's still not going to try and attack here. I think he's maybe trying to play in team with Joseph, so he doesn't lose the place against Smash. Could also be an explanation of what's going on here. Mash looking really good now. Actually, Mash could be thinking about the move on Joseph in here, but actually Joseph quickly reacts and is deploying now his energy to try and keep Mash behind him. Mash looking for a gap. That's, well, no gap existing there. Oh, Arieta's gone wide. Arieta has gone wide. Joseph's made, Nick Fifa's made a mistake as well, so I think that's going to leave all in equal conditions. Nothing is going to change there. Nick FIFA really close to a slide there. That also has costed him some ERS, I think. Slippery Cucumber dominating the race calmly with no problem at all. And also holding the fastest lap by now. There's a yellow flag in sector 1. That's Theos. That Theos went off. Theos is off and out of the podium position on his own, and he retires. Why does he retire on track? And yeah, Theos has thrown away there a podium, and actually a very safe podium there. Now he's throwing it away, and well, has retired on track, which is not allowed, but thankfully, with the remaining laps, there's no chance of a safety car. It's 9 drivers remaining on this race. Livery Cucumber leads 6 seconds ahead of Arieta now. We actually still have the battle for podium between Nick FIFA and Arieta. Both are gonna end on the podium. Might actually be a double Ferrari podium. No, that's possibly not something we should think about. I think it's gonna be Arieta and Nick FIFA on the podium in whatever order, but that will be the podium alongside Slippery Cucumber. But once again, China, very easy track to make mistakes. It's costed some drivers of today. We saw having a battle against Bio here. Bio will think about a move there down the inside into the final corner. Oh, they made a bit of contact there. I think that's going to change. Well, it's a battle for P8 of the race, not battling against anyone else. So, yeah, not much to say about that battle. It should keep going on to the line. But the battle that matters now is the battle for podium, for P2 of the race. Who is going to be finishing this race in second? Is it going to be Nick FIFA? Is it going to be Slippery Cucumber? Is it going to be Arieta? My driver of the day, I definitely gotta say Cucumber. I mean, he was last in lap 1. I think he was last in lap 1, but if not last, almost last. And he's managed to fight it back in the rest of the race to P1 with 6 seconds ahead of the man in second. So yeah, I definitely gotta give driver of the day, I think, today to Slippery Cucumber. But I could also share with Arieta and Nick FIFA, who I have to say have done a mega job. These two have done a mega job, definitely, for all this race, and well, they're well-deserved podium. I think the best drivers today will be finishing on the podium today. And well, Mash did a really good job in the first part of the race, but then I think he might have collided with the safety car and got wing damage. Might have to ask him later what happened there, but I think that's a possibility. Oh, actually, Joseph losing the DRS against Nick FIFA. No, he's back on it. No, he's actually not. He's not back at it. That might cost him podium. No, sorry, might cost him the place against Smash. No, he actually has got the DRS. He has got the DRS. Nick FIFA's coming here in the main straight. Gets the move done on Arieta, but Arieta, I think, will have a chance to fight it back. No, he won't. He won't have a chance to fight it back. And it's Nick FIFA who retakes second of the race. Well-deserved podium for him. Well-deserved podium for Arieta as well. And Ferrari are going to be scoring a mega amount of points today on this race in China. A mega amount of points for these two drivers. And yeah, I think an excellent teamwork by these two today. There goes Mash on the inside of Joseph Vesely. He's going to do a really good move there down the inside. Oh, makes the move done. And oh, that's the two of them colliding and off. Colliding off. I think Mash was really optimistic there. I think Mash was really optimistic there in making the move against Joseph. I think it was kind of an optimistic move, but he's got the place. I'm not sure if he's gonna give it back or if he maybe thinks actually Joseph was at fault there. If that's the case, then he's not gonna give it back, and we are gonna have to go into the steward's office, and well, the stewards will make their job then. Thankfully, it hasn't cost them any more places apart from the... yeah, it hasn't cost them many places. They are still P4 and P5, though. There might be a penalty for one of these two later. Wesley might get the move done on Joseph, but it's not really gonna change anything. Wesley has a time penalty. We gotta go on board with Slippery Cucumber, who's gonna come home and win the Chinese Grand Prix. Second win of the season for Slippery Cucumber in a mega drive. Second place for Nick Fifas, who did an excellent race, same as Arrieta, who finishes in the podium in third. Mega job by these two. Well, your top three did an excellent race, I have to say. Mash comes home in fourth. And yeah, I'm not sure who of these two was at fault in the incident, but we'll have to find him in the steward's office later. Mash on P4, Joseph on P5, Wesley on P6, Black Ball on P7, scored the first point of the season, Sao on P8, finally Bio on P9. And Slippery Cucumber wins the race and takes fastest lap of race as well. A mega race by Slippery once again. So we gotta go now with the national anthem for Canada and Slippery Cucumber, but first of all, let's open the party chat for So we're gonna go now with the Canadian national anthem. So there we go. And those are the national anthems of Canada and Switzerland for Slippery Cucumber and Alfa Romeo. So Cucumbers won it once again, the second win of the season. At the start it looked like it wouldn't be it, but at the end, well, things changed and Slippery Cucumber took a win. Well, that's what Slippery Cucumber has used us to do. He always does it. He might look like he might not win, but at the end, never discard Cucumber. He's always there, will always be there to the line to fight it and win the race. So we're gonna go now into the post-race interviews. So we have already Slippery Cucumber in the party chat and Mash as well. So we are gonna start now with our race winner, Slippery Cucumber. So, well, what do I have to say, man? Congrats once again on a mega win. I think that race was really crazy and really entertaining. You couldn't take a break there, but well, once again, you look like you wouldn't win at the start. The race seemed lost for you on the first laps after all that happened, but at the end, well, it's you, and we never have to discard you, and at the end, win by around 8 seconds if I'm not wrong. So what can you say about it?
Yeah, it was a pretty crazy race. I didn't really have I mean, much knowledge about China. Like I said, I have never raced around here, like for a league. Um, I mean, yeah, I mean, we didn't have the best qualifying. Um, and then going at the start of the race, TF1 on the mediums got a good start on my inside, and I was kind of between him and then Archives. And I mean, yeah, it was just a pure racing incident. I mean, I kind of just didn't have the grip to turn in, and then I hit Archives side pod and did a 180, and I was like, okay, like, you know, the race is still on, like, you know, still, it's only first lap. And then coming down to the last corner, I bottomed out on the curb, which I didn't even know you could do, but as I haven't raced this track that much, and I bottomed out on the curb, and my car just spun, and I was like, okay, like, now we're gonna need a miracle to win this race. I'm like, I saw the Alpine just, you know, already breaking ahead at the start. I'm like, okay, like, I don't know if the win or a podium is going to be possible, but, you know, like I said, we just kept our head down, and thank God we got a safety car. And I don't know, somehow, is it Mosh? Is that how you say it?
I think it's Mosh.
Oh,
yeah.
Mosh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mosh, I guess he broke his front wing on the safety car, which he pitted, and then ART and I think it was Archives gone to an incident on the banking right, and I don't know. Yeah, just a lot of luck, I guess. And then I was just there at the right moment, you know. Just kept it clean for the rest of the race after lap one, and no warnings, just no damage. And then yeah, I mean, it came to us, and we'll take those. I mean, I don't think I was supposed to win this race, but I mean, races like this, you know, can't complain.
So about the incident, I think there was with Archives. Is it that he went around on his own and then that distracted the guys ahead, and you could take the place up to P2? Was it what happened?
ART hit him.
Oh, he hit him.
Yeah, he was coming on the inside, and I guess they touched.
Oh, all right, I understand.
I think ART hit him. I think for sure. I think. I'm not too sure now thinking about it, but I'm pretty sure he hit him. But yeah, I mean, I guess we'll ask one of them in the chat, but I'm not gonna say ART fully hit him, but I think so.
Well, I think we'll find out in the next hours if it's an incident report. So I think that we'll have our answer. But well, that allowed you to take P2, and also you have to say you did a really good move by the outside and FIFA. I thought you would have to wait till the DRS to get it done, but well, you made it in the corner. I think the corner where Ricciardo overtook Bottas some years ago, but this time by the outside, and well, you made it work perfectly.
Yeah, I didn't want to waste any time. I knew I could break away from him in like the high speed, which is like where you need the grip. And I was on new medium, so I didn't want to wait for the next DRS. So I just said if I can get it done now, I get it done now, and then I'll break out. And to be honest, I was trying to keep him in my DRS, trying to tow him along so ART didn't get past him. But once I saw ART get past him, I knew I had to get a move on.
So well, then I guess after that it was just to manage the pace, the DRS. I saw you finish almost with full DRS. Meanwhile, ART had the battery on almost zero. So after that, do you think the race was totally under control? Do you think that it was done when you were managing the DRS range? You never was able to catch it back by a little margin, but still. Do you think the race was done then when you pulled the DRS gap to ART?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I knew what I had to do. I knew where I was faster than him, but I knew where he was faster than me. So I just knew if I keep it clean and I execute the corners I'm good at, we'll keep the 1 second window. And I had a feeling he was low on ERS because every time I touched the ERS button for a second, I would go up on the delta. So I had a feeling he was on zero. But yeah, I wasn't trying. I mean, I probably could have broke out easy if I just spammed the ERS, but I'd rather just try to manage it with the pace and use the ERS if I really, really need to.
Well, so I think that's all my questions for you for now, but well, congratulations again for that great win today, a great fight back charge through the field. But I might come back with you in some moments, so well, congratulations again.
Thank you.
So now I'm gonna go with Mash. So first of all, welcome to the post-race interviews for IOR. So I gotta say, great race from you. I think that first stint was really solid. You started on the mediums. Also, congratulations for that maiden pole position. And well, you pulled away from ART on the first lap. I think the gap was around 6 seconds after he spun as well. And well, then the safety car came out, and I think it's well where your race went down. So can you tell what happened there in the safety car? Did you tap the back of the safety car and got the wing damage? Is it what happened?
Cheers, bro. The safety car was going way too slow, so I just gave it a cheeky bump, um, just to like sort of like speed it up. And I got front wing damage. I didn't know it could happen in the game. It's the first time me ever trying it, and I got wing damage. I was like, oh no. And I had to go pit, chuck on the meds. Then I came out at the back, and on the restart, everyone was burning, so I couldn't get any overtakes for the first couple laps. And by the time like I caught up to the train, like the leader was gone, like he was gone. So like I had nothing for him at that stage. So yeah, look, it's a bit unfortunate. It would have been interesting me being on the hards with the other boys on the mediums right behind me at the restart. Probably don't think I would have won in that case, but I still probably would have been on the podium. But it is what it is. It's also like 5 a.m. here, so like I'm just fatigued and just wasn't myself today, which yeah, it reflected in my driving on most occasions. But we'll take the pole and P4, I believe. Um, Not bad. Yeah, it's not bad for my second race, so I'll take it. Um, Congratulations to Slippery. He was rapid. He was flying up there, especially when he took the lead. He was gone. So congrats to him on his
Thank you.
win again. But yeah, look, a few things to look back on, probably work on for the next race.
So now a question I have to ask: if the safety car didn't came out, do you think the win was on the bag, or do you think you would have struggled on the
Oh
parts
yeah,
in the final
definitely.
stint?
Oh, definitely, definitely. Yeah, because I stayed out so long just in case the safety car would come out, and ironically it did come out. So yeah, I think I had like the 6-7 second lead, and I was cruising it. So at that stage, like the win was already in the bag. Like I would have comfortably won, and then the safety car came out, just ruined everything. All my hard work just gone, which is frustrating, but it is what it is.
Do you think maybe starting on the hards might have done the things a bit different? Do you think you could have held into the lead of the race, and maybe the safety car you would have fitted for mediums, and you could have still won it if that would have been the
Yeah,
case?
possibly, but I had no practice, so like meds, starting on meds is much easier when you know done no practice at all. And I just chucked on a random setup just to see, just try to like make it work. So like hard med would be faster with practice, like if I was prepared. But because I was unprepared, like med hard was a safer bet. And like if the safety car came out 5 laps earlier, I would have looked a genius because the meds might not have made it. My hards would have made it. So it just didn't work out today, which is part of racing. It is what it is. It's unfortunate, but again, still without that damage, I probably still could have fought hard, like on the hards, and just stayed up there.
So now my final question is, I want to ask, what happened in that final lap in the same corner where Cucumber overtook Nick FIFA? I saw you were trying the same move against Jobson. No, actually you tried by the inside, but then you tangled and well, both ended up off. And well, thankfully you didn't lose your place. You still were on P4 and P5. But what can you say about that incident? You think was it a racing incident? Do you think it was maybe his fault, or what can you say about it?
Um, to be honest, I'd have to see his clip, but I went down the inside, I broken, and then on the exit, I was like well ahead. I was like nearly a car length ahead, and then as I was like on traction, on the exit, I just got a tap on my rear end, and I was around. So maybe I didn't leave enough space, but on my side, it looked like I left him a car's length, but maybe on his pod was slightly different. But yeah, thankfully, in the end, it didn't cost me any positions. I don't think. But yeah, something I'd have to go back and look at. I'm not really sure what happened there.
Well, so I think that's all my questions for you for now. So, well, congratulations on that pole position. Also, well, you were leading the first part of the race, so gotta say, very solid pace and congratulations. You are a really quick man, and definitely looking forward to see you into the next rounds.
Yeah, cheers, bro. Do you know where we're racing next week?
Yeah, that's the next point I'm going for, and that's a question for the two of you. So next weekend we go to Imola. So, and we also have the first sprint of the season, so it's gonna be the format one-shot qualifying, sprint, and race. So I'm gonna ask, how are you think you will do around there? So it's another difficult track in terms of traction. Like China, it's really easy to slide. I think corners like Aqua Minerale maybe or turn 1 can be a bit difficult in traction. You might be an easy track to make mistakes and slide. But how are you looking forward into performing there? Like, for example, Cucumber, I know you're really quick around Imola. You have, I think, 1 win there. We had 3 races and you won 1 of them. So, well,
yeah, I don't mind it.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, I don't mind Imola. It's, like I said, you have to, it's hard in traction. You have to use some of the curbs. It should be interesting. I mean, I expect it to be a good race. I mean, that straight's pretty good for overtaking. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. One shot should make it fun.
Mash, thoughts about Imola?
Imola, where do I start? It's a beautiful track. It's probably not my best in terms of for qualifying, but in the race I'm really solid. I'm really solid in the race. So with it being a one-shot quality, I'm unsure how I'm gonna go. I definitely know how I'm gonna set up the car, how I'm gonna prepare for the race, what strategies I'm gonna go for, the downforce or lack of downforce I'm gonna have on the car. But yeah, look, I'm not sure how qualifying is gonna go, but it should be interesting. I have no idea like how everyone else's pace is relative to me in Manila, so it should be interesting.
Well, so that's all the questions for this post-race interview. So thanks to you Cucumber, and to you Mash for your time. And well, we will meet back next weekend for Imola. But before leaving the party chat, I'm gonna ask, so Cucumber, you confirm that you will be hosting next round, right?
Yeah, I'll host.
All right, perfect. Big thanks for that, bro. You're the GOAT.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh, and then Mash, we have a free seat on McLaren. Would you like to take it as full-time driver?
I'm not sure. I'd have to think about that. It's a bit of an awkward start time for me. So yeah, I might just have to reserve for now. See how we go.
Yeah, I'm sure. Take your time. Just if you feel interested, remember that there's a seat there. So let me know if you would like to take it. So.
If Slippery slows down for me, maybe I'll change my mind.
I'll sleep in for the next one.
Maybe we have a deal. Maybe we could have a deal. Maybe just miss the next couple races. But give me my time to shine and then come back.
Don't worry, I'll give you your time to shine. Don't worry.
Alright, sounds good.
Well, then I think that's all for the post-race interview. So once again, thank you for your time, and well, we'll meet next weekend at Imola. Goodbye, guys.
All right, ciao.